Hello folks, this has gone Spy. The Spy will come to you live for Star Wars Knights for Republic, the Sith Lords. Now, from the last episode, Bador and Handmaid and I managed to be able to clear the new crystal cave site, where we managed to be able to scavenge quite a few crystal items that could be possible to upgrade any lightsabers in our disposal. But right now, currently we don't have a lightsaber, but we are looking to be able to hopefully get some. Now, when we got back to the Ebon Hog and to be able to rest up, to go the different other side of the direction, to the west where scavengers camping site would be at, we have an intruder. It seems to be this red-hooded woman that is a dark Jedi tried to assassinate me. Luckily, I managed to be able to use the man-like trained techniques, including with some force abilities, to be able to overcome the challenge. So right now we got faces in the medical bay during the time, and then Anne explains of the nature of what she is. She's somewhat called a Maracuda. We don't exactly have much details of what Maraluca is, but from what Anne says is that she is one of the rare kind species that was wiped out from existence. Her planet was located between Tatooine and Coruscant and the borders, but for some reason everyone in that planet just suddenly blown up. I'm not sure, but right now it looks like that Visas joined our party and may have created a distrust with Handmaid towards that woman because that she tried to kill me, and that because she is a Sith. Well, hopefully she won't have to be a Sith much longer, but I do need to get some answers about this woman. But before then, I'm going to need to check in with the Handmaid, and also to check in on this droid. A couple of episodes ago, we managed to grab one of the HK parts of a cluster that could be quite a bit for him. The Genetic Control Cluster. Excellent. Now, all that remains is a droid chases. Okay, that's great. Once that we're able to find that part wherever it is at, HK-47. Hopefully, this is HK-47 will be operational. I still do not know to this day how he ended up in this state, but then again, a lot of companions of the old company that Revan, Hescal Spy used to lead had scattered and gone through their own series of months of battle after the Jedi Civil War, so yeah.
Yes?
Can you teach me more of your fine moves, Handmaid?
I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our arts demands some time to use the art in battle, or to examine how it may be best used in battle.
Is there any reason why I need to fight without clothes?
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and do not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement. I am making an exception in this case, as you requested.
Well, the duel without clothes just seems a little bit exposed, just to let you know.
Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well.
Those are Jedi robes you've been wearing?
They are. These robes belong to my mother.
Who was she?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war.
I got some other questions.
You may ask.
I want to talk about your mother.
What of her? As I said, I knew little about her.
Did you know that she used to be a Jedi? Her name was Arian Kay. She was exiled from the Order before the Mandalorian Wars.
This is already known to me. Why are you telling me this?
Because the Force runs strong within the bloodlines, and you could learn how to use this Force to help other people.
I do not know enough of you yet to speak of such things. I do not know your stance, your heart. Perhaps if we were to train together in battle, my thoughts on this would be clearer. But not now.
I understand. Let's go back to some other questions.
You may ask.
I'll be going now. We're not quite into the topic of the discussion, it seems. But for a time, we will learn soon enough. Alright, Crab.
You have befriended the seer.
You mean the Mariluka girl? Why did you call her a seer? Yes.
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. In saving her, you may destroy yourself, and do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever urges consume you, do not let them control you. Such a union would breed difficulties.
Okay. Personal questions, I see. Look, this isn't exactly a part of the Jedi Code. Just because I saved her doesn't mean I was going to charge up her loading ramp.
We shall see. I trust your exile has taught you restraint and discipline in the ways of the flesh. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her or her loyalty.
Look, even if what you say is true about ties to her master, perhaps, and I'm just, sorry, words mixed up. I'm going to be following that bonded to its source. When the opportunity presents itself, she could be able to help us in more ways than you expect.
Then you are learning.
And said that her planet was wiped out, that her people was led to extinction, and that it was the only colony of her people that was in this sector of the galaxy. How is it possible that her planet was destroyed?
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Well, bottom line, if what you said is true about her people somehow see through the Force, then maybe someone that is equally powerful but superior that could have wanted them blind to the Force.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
It's as if someone wants this sector of the galaxy to be blind to the truth, to the Force, so they could be able to move freely from the shadows. Or maybe they could strike at the most important people in the galaxy without warning, without any cause for concern.
I fear you are right, and I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger, and there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
I understand. I'll be going now.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
I need some answers, Crab.
Ask, and I will answer.
When Vicious attacked, she did something to my eyesight when we were fighting. And then it happened after we brought her to the medical bay. Can you explain what she just did?
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there.
What?
She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
Close. Oh. Okay, I remember this conversation when we began on this journey at the start of the Act 2. Alright.
Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Hey! Do you think it has stuck in the monitor? Poor little guy. Right, sorry.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Hey, I can hear a catch in it. It's not exactly fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice.
Yes.
Breathing the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen. As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
That's interesting. I heard her speaking just now about something called Qatar. Ashes on Qatar? Wait, Qatar? Could it be she was speaking about her home world?
you are strong indeed. What you heard was surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
But I was able to hear her thoughts just now, as if I'm a psychic? Did I gain psychic abilities? Does that mean I can hear people's thoughts? The Force is strange indeed. But how exactly did I do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not, because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
I gain 1 point awareness and recover some of connection to the Force. That's good. This means I got more questions to ask of Vicious than ever.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Teach me more of the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
You just told me of the side that Vicious clearly possessed, but so did you. Is there anything else you could teach me about it?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean by that?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are
That's true.
one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
I would say persuasion and convincing others to listen to reason and to listen to what I have to say. Do as I ask.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
To be honest, stealth mode isn't exactly one of my stronger skills. I'm going to need to focus on relying on not being seen.
Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Very well. I shall take this lesson to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
I'll think upon this on the matter, Crab, and return when my weakest skill is at its strongest.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Before, when you taught me to listen to the thoughts of other people, the same as it was said about Thesis. I wish to continue to learn that lesson.
Very well. Sit with me. You have brushed the surface thoughts of another. It is a start. Calm yourself. This time, silence your own thoughts. Keep them still. Imagine the waters of the room of 1,000 fountains, each stream suddenly falling silent and still. Imagine the ice of Telos, cold and smooth, as it gathers upon the plateau.
I can see that.
Now, stretch out. Feel the ship around you. Strip away the metal and see the souls and minds of those that fill its corridors with more thoughts and dreams and worries than can fill the space of this ship. As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death. Then,
When the first movement flows the second, strike, repeat.
It's different than before.
Repeat. Faster. Quicker. If Father had been faster. If only Father had been faster. If I was faster, I would no longer be the last of my sisters. But does Atris love him? Jedi do not love. Does Atris hate him? Jedi do not hate. This journey is harder than any she has sent me on.
Switch the face of the +1 -1 card. The totals are 9, 10. Switch the face of the +2 -2 card. The total is 8, 11. Switch.
Different thoughts
The
of.
command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor.
as my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar,
Switch the face of the +1
I shall
-1
not
card.
fear.
The totals are 9, 10.
For in
Switch
fear
the face of the +2
lies
command
death.
echoes still, General, and I obey. Switch.
Such thoughts. That sound in the background. What is it?
Not now. Focus on my voice.
Malachor.
Now do you hear me? Truly hear me.
I hear you. Truly hear you. This is unbelievable. I can see why the Force needs to be respected. I can see why the Sith wanted to breach the teachings out of limitations. I can see what the Jedi Order fears about. This is incredible. This must be how Jedi Masters was able to know such things.
You have taken the first steps on a much longer road, exile.
But wait, I hear no thoughts from T3. It may be because he's a droid, but what about him?
The droid cannot be read in such a way. As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many translations and meaning. Often it is better to read their impulses and images than their spoken thoughts. That is why he is deaf to you. I have found his impulses are cold, like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
But I did hear something from Bador. I hear his thoughts, along with Anne, Hammain, and Vicious.
Indeed, it is strange that I did not.
Perhaps it's because I know him better than I led to believe. It's because I served with him in the war?
Perhaps. I would not put much weight on such things.
There's also something else going on with Anne's thoughts. He's been counting numbers, like he's playing Basag.
Of course there was. It is because Atten was not playing Berserk, yet he counts cards in his head. At times, he will list off engine sequencers, memorize the hyperspace routes on the other side of the galaxy, count the ticking in the power couplings, even though they are fixed. At other times, he will imagine certain base lusts, certain indignities. It may be Atten is far cleverer than he feigns to be, or perhaps he is simply a fool.
Perhaps. Maybe I'll go see him and see how his Basag game is coming up. Maybe he and I can have a rematch.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Teaching me more about the Force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Before we got started, when I was able to hear thoughts of Thesis, now I can be able to hear thoughts of the Handmaiden, Vador, and Anne, but not T3. But when I heard their voices, it felt like an echo in the background before the end.
I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. Now is not the time to speak of this. Wait until you have more of the galaxy within you, and we shall speak again.
What do you mean by that?
Every step on our journey shall bring with it discoveries. With persistence, you shall grow in the Force. And for every planet we reach, all that we touch with our presence, you shall grow, for you will have no choice.
Very well, I understand. I will return when I am not only both with experienced, but was able to travel to all the planets where the Jedi Masters will be hidden at.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Yes, and I think it's time for you to give me some more answers.
Ask, and I will answer.
How well do you know Revan? This has been bothering me ever since that we had our conversation. During our conversations at the beginning of the Act 2, I took a liberty of a hint that you knew Revan very well. But what kind of connection do you even have with him? And are you responsible for how he has fallen to the dark side?
Perhaps. I think it is fair to say that few did.
Where did he come from? For reals?
Revan had a mother and father, parents, ancestors, like all Jedi do.
He
And when
did?
he awakened to his potential, I was there to see it. But where he was born, where he came from, I do not know, any more than I know where he walks now. Some said that Revan was born in the outer regions, beyond the Rim, and that's what called to him during the Mandalorian Wars. And after, it was the call of home.
What else do you know of Revan? Do you know why he disappeared after the Jedi Civil War?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
Try me. What caused Revan to fall and turn on the Republic?
Fall? Already you presume much.
What's that supposed to mean?
Revan's choices were always his own. It was not teaching or circumstance or example, it was him.
Then what exactly made him turn to the dark side? became the Sith Lord? There have been rumors that I've been hearing about, but what are they?
Is that what he was? Or was he always true to himself, no matter what personality he wore? And there is something that the Council may never understand, that perhaps Revan never found. The difference between a fall and a sacrifice is sometimes difficult, but I feel that Revan understood that difference more than anyone knew. The galaxy would have fallen if Revan had not gone to war. Perhaps he became the Dark Lord out of necessity, to prevent a greater evil. I do not believe the Jedi Council changed Revan as they claimed. They merely stripped away the surface and allowed the true self to emerge again, someone who was willing to wage war to save others. But that is my belief,
Wage war?
since I knew Revan from long ago, as a master knows their apprentice.
Indeed. So I was right? You did train him? You were the first Jedi Master that ever trained Revan himself?
He came to me, yes, both before and after, before Revan knew himself. And after, in the times when Revan was coming to his own and learning he was more than he had been told. At one time, Revan was my Padawan, in times past, long ago. But Revan, when he had learned all he could, had other masters, that fool Jar, and other Jedi on other planets.
Jar was no fool?
But in the end, he turned back to me. When he realized there was nothing more to be learned from the Jedi, except how one could leave them forever.
What was Revan like a student?
Revan was power. It was like staring into the heart of the Force. Even then, you could see the Jedi he would slay etched on his soul.
Is that how you see when you look at me? The exile that was once a Jedi that is still clinging on to the Force? Is that how you see me? The heart of the Force?
You are different. When I look at you, it is like staring at the death of the Force.
Death. What else do you know of Revan?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
Alright, that's enough. I think I am good with my questions for now. I'll be going now. I knew that Aquaria was a lot more, and then she was led to believe. I better check on the others because I heard their thoughts.
Yes,
Can I ask you some questions?
you may ask.
Did Adris ever mention to me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh,
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
and why is that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars, when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I just keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War if that's true?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Anything else? I feel like I had this conversation before.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you.
Express feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it.
I have some other questions.
You may ask.
Alright. Let's go check on Baydor.
Yes, General?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing a lens. Something else I can help you with?
Okay.
Something up?
I've kind of. And when exactly do you play Basag in your head?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
I'm sorry, Anne, but that doesn't exactly answer my question. There are no ticks in power couplings. It's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
I'm sorry, but you're not making any sense.
Why do I play Pazak? Alright, I'll show you.
If it's a friendly game, sure.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
I was trying to compute the totals to the 20.
Right. And that's why I play Pazak in my head. Because if you don't, you've left the door open, and anyone could walk right in.
And before I filled your mind with Kratos' help. I'm sorry.
Of course you did. You see, Jedi, light or dark, do it. More often than you'd think. But I never heard one say they were sorry before. That's a new house rule.
But you play Basag to shield your thoughts? Why exactly do you do that?
No, I play Pazak in my head. But while I'm doing that, it's a lot harder for someone to walk in.
Could you teach me how to shield my thoughts like you do?
No, I can only teach you to play Pazak. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Then I want to learn how to play Basag.
Good. Now you understand. Alright, I'll deal then. If you're ever fighting someone who has the power over your mind, whether light or dark, play Pazak. Start listing hyperspace routes, recite engine sequencers, and when they try to use their powers on you, suddenly it's not as easy as they thought. Jedi do it all the time. And when they walk in the dark places of your mind, they'll use it to hold you by the throat.
One has taught me to play Basag in my head as a way to resist mental domination. Permit of 1 point to willpower saves. Thanks, buddy. Alright. One more conversation out of the way.
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not why I asked, Visus. I asked if you're alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
In the med bay, when I was carried you in the bed, we noticed that you have scars. Who has been hurting you? Who has been torturing you?
The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance.
I doubt that very much. How did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who has sent you here?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force,
Jedi Sentinel.
but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know. And that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me, even if I could lead you to my master. I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me. And I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as shattered a cavern of rare crystal or blinded a painter.
Look, my life is unimportant. Your master threatens more than just me. I will decide when I'm ready and when I command you to bring me before him.
It is a choice that can be made by neither one of us. Do not be so quick to meet that which you do not understand. Use the time you have now to grow, to train, and to strengthen yourself.
Very well. If this master, which I'm pretty sure is a Sith Lord, is that powerful, then I will take the opportunity to use the time I have to train. For now, I just came into your bunkers to see if you're alright, and I'm happy that you have decided to switch sides and help us. And I do not believe that you will turn your back on me as Kreia would suggest. You may be trained as a Sith, but I think you've been taken in forcefully. But for now, I'll be going now. Alright, let's head back to Kunda. I'm having these two brought together because, well,
Yes, the honor is mine.
interesting. She was able to learn the sheep form. Visas may have a point about one thing. I am not ready to face this master of hers. This master that is sent her here will not take this defeat a failure of assassination likely. As I already must have predicted. First things first, we need to make sure that Master Alderia had been informed about something. Since the surveillance camera was hidden inside the sensors, I think I'm going to need to bring both Baydor and T3 on this one.
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal with. Is there
Nothing that
anything
we could have
I can
handled.
assist you?
We need to bring your attention upon something. I think I may have had evidence that Sauron's actions are endangering Kunda.
What have you learned, Jedi?
Baydor and I discovered that these emisteric sensors we found in the Crystal Cave in one of the new entrants that was opened up, Sauron may have been using them to spy on the mercenaries and the scavengers encampment.
Very well. I will deal with the situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zeron and Barun here immediately.
What is it, Terena? I'm very busy.
I'll get straight to the point. I have found evidence that you are unbalancing our precarious relations with the mercenaries. Do you deny this?
I deny nothing. You know I have done everything for the good of Kuna. The mercenaries are a real threat, but many here are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Barun. I hope, Zeron, that you will continue to serve as Barun's second in command.
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will not let my pride compromise the militia. I will still serve.
Thank you, Zeron. You are dismissed.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the new leader of the militia, I swear to support your goals of peace and compromise.
That will be all, Barun.
I feel like I made a mistake, but it had to be said.
Don't cause any more trouble for Dan.
I hope that you haven't run into... Is there anything else I can assist you with?
I am sorry that this happened to your friend. I'm sure that he means well, but for now I need to be going now.
Making a big mistake. There's good reasons for what I did. Barun's gonna get all of Kunda killed. You don't know the whole story.
I could know the whole story if you're willing to talk about it, but it seems that you're not willing to talk about it, so I'll be going now.
Thanks for your support. I've been waiting for some time to get my chance to lead the militia the right way.
Then you better make sure that you make it count then. For now, my friends need to be going now. Alright. Now let's do handmade visas. So, rumors are also true about this. Alright, let's clean house. Nice shooting. Still more of these creatures. Alright, this area of this side is going to lead us to the Jedi Enclave, hopefully. Now, let's move and be careful. We're probably going to be facing a lot more than we're bargained for. This would be a good stopping point from here. So this has gone Spy, the Spy, sign off for now.